So I got into an ammo debate just a couple days ago and put it up on Facebook.
Who would debate you anything gun related? That's what I want to know.
Everybody.
Everybody who wants to prove how not smart they are, I'm assuming.
No. So here was the debate. We were talking about 6.5 Creedmoor and how it's gotten to be.
Oh, my God. Don't get me started.
Well, I'm pulling the string. I'm getting you started. And it was basically, my whole life, there's been the next popular caliber, 40 cal, and then, Grendel and all these different calibers.
45 gap Glock automatic pistol.
Right. All these different guys. So it wasn't really a debate on if 6.5 Creedmoor was good or better than, say, 300 Win Mag. But is it a fad? Or is it here to stay?
It's not a fad. Here's the deal. Creedmoor, for those who don't know, Creedmoor comes from the Creedmoor matches. Okay, so Creedmoor, the word Creedmoor in general carries a lot more weight than in the shooting competition world than Smith & Wesson or Winchester or anything, because it comes from the Creedmoor matches. And so it's not just some Wildcat round that Bob made in his garage. And it's been around for a long, long time. People just don't know about it. And it is nothing that just, I'll put this right out there, and you can send me bad emails and send me hate mail or whatever you want, but nothing has a better coefficient than 50 cal BMG. So that's it. So if you want the most efficient, the best coefficient, flattest shooting, long distance round, 50 BMG, end of story. That's it. However, if you want to get something that's, smaller, blah, 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 6.5 Creedmoor is fast and flat, but there's so much powder burning behind it. I can shoot a 308, I can shoot a 300 Win Mag, or the same barrel that I can shoot 20,000 rounds of 300 Win Mag out of before I start having throat erosion or anything like that. Cut that to about a third for 6.5 Creedmoor, which most people would never shoot that many rounds in their lifetime anyway, so it doesn't make any difference. But the deal is, unless you are competing at Camp Butler, unless you are down in, up in Camp Perry, Ohio, or Camp Butler in Georgia, unless you're doing these national match, inter-service, shooting with the top 100 in the world, a 6.5 is nothing more than it's a boutique round, and you can say you got it when the other guy doesn't.
Interesting. So what are we looking at? So 6.5 Creedmoor, is that a buck a round, or what are we looking at?
Oh, no. So let's say a box of, on the cheap end, like American Federal, which is and when I say cheap, I mean the least expensive, because American Federal makes some wonderful ammunition. Right. But you're looking, a box of 20 is going to cost you $39.99. So about $2
about
around.
$2 around.
And that's on the low end. If you want boat tailed, where your grain weight of powders within 1/10 of a grain. And for those who don't understand this, 1 grain, when we're talking grains, because they had to break this down because a grain is so light, so we had to break it down so we could understand it. 1 grain of gunpowder weighs 1/7,000th of a pound. So if you want your gunpowder weight within a grain in each bullet, then now you're looking at, maybe $3.50 to $4 a round.
Now, if you look into your crystal ball, 20 years from now, are people still going to be using 6.5, and is it still going to be the equivalent of $2 a round?
Now I would say it'll be.
Is it getting more popular, or is it peaked?
Well,
that's really what I'm asking.
Well, I've been in the competitive shooting realm for a long time. Not long time is a relative term. I've been in a competitive shooting realm for about 20 years.
Oh my God, that's not that long.
That's a long time compared to guys who've been in it for 40 years. Right. I saw back in 2006, 2003, 2006, the 6.5 was hugely popular, and it was a spike, just like it is now. And then some guy wins the world championship with a 300 Win Mag, and then it's going to be more popular. And then some guy's going to win it with a 6.5, and it's going to be more popular. Then the guy's going to come out. Let me tell you this. The 1903 Springfield bolt-action rifle, which we used in World War I, is a 30-06. It won't be long before some guy comes in there and says, let me show you what a 30-06 would do, and he's going to hit a mile shot with a 30-06 And then 30-06 is going to go through the roof again, and it's been around for over 115 years.
So what do you call this? Win on Sunday, sell on Monday?
Ding, ding, ding. Remember in NASCAR when the cars look like what you could buy? And that's kind of what it is.
And that's the same mentality.
It's when the magazine says this caliber is hitting, this caliber is what's winning.
Oh, we got all by
and then everybody goes for it.
But it sounds like it's not a trend. It sounds like it's a solid competition round. It's got a niche.
Oh, absolutely. The 6.5.
But it's not going to disappear.
Absolutely not. The 6.5 has a great coefficient. Let's put it in, and these numbers aren't, super specific. So for you listeners out there that are sitting in front of your Google box right now and you want to test my knowledge, I'm not giving 100% accuracy here. These are wide numbers. So let's say a 308, and you move from 500 yards to 1,000 yards with a 308. Now you might have a 33-inch drop. You're talking about 3 foot, where the bullet's going to drop 3 foot between 500 yards and 1,000 yards.
Significant.
Super significant. Where you're shooting 3 foot above somebody's head to get them in the chest plate.
Right.
A 6.5 might only drop 8 inches. So the 6.5 definitely shoots flatter. But go to your local store, go to Big Five, go to Walmart, go to Dick's, go to wherever you want to go and ask for 6.5. And they're going to say, we can order it for you.
Yeah.
We got a ton of it at Gun Range San Diego, I'm here to tell you. But when you go to your average gun store and ask for 6.5 Creedmoor, not 6.5 Grendel, not 6mm, not Corcano, all these other different rounds because they're different. I had this random guy goes, dude, I bought this 6.5 Ruger and the ammo's not fitting. And I'm like, well, let me see your gun. Okay, this is 6.5 Creedmoor. Let me see your ammo. Dude, this is 6.5 Grendel. It's totally different. 6.5 Grendel, 6.5 Creedmoor, 6.5 Corcano, which is, the 6mm Corcano, which is what killed Kennedy. That's been around for 1,000 years. It's the bullet shape is so different.
Well, there you go.
Yeah. So 308 is in every store. 30-06 is in every store.
I brought it up because I knew I'd get an answer.
I knew you would.
Without someone doing something about it, it's not going to get any better.